It was just a matter of time before I was found out. The apple may not have fallen far from the tree, but I was certainly no lawyer. And I had to give her a name, or the jig was up, something she could hang her hat on. It's Vice, Vice, baby. It's Vice, Vice, baby.
Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Monday. Oh, wait, I was almost late. I'm not gonna lie, I was almost late. Oh, we got Carlos. We have, Audie raid. Thank you, Hayden, for raiding. I hope everyone enjoyed the LFL. We got David, Comic Gohan, Jem. You what? How are you guys doing? Mary Jane, hey, you're not late. Look at that. Empire, how's it going, Jill? It's been a while. Anna, where art thou? Here I am. Aaron, hello. Peach Peaches, how are you doing? Oh, Mrs. K. Grift, welcome. Shelly, oh, Shelly, Sally, there you go. How are you doing? Alicia, welcome. Rhonda, hello, hello. Soul, wait for election for a change. Well, good morning. Glad you're here. We're into history. How's it going? And Denise, hello. Everyone can tag because I'm walking. Wow. Well, I'm not. I'm sitting on my ass. But, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick news from the Vatican, just in case you guys did not hear the news. Earlier in the morning, Pope Francis has passed away. Hello, Denise. How are you? Did I say hello to you? Maybe I did. I don't know. Well, we have two Denises. That's cool. Lady Autumn Sky, hello. And Tamara. Thanks for doing this. I miss Maritime Mondays. Well, guess what? We'll be uh, doing, yeah, words. We'll be watching those. Great time to, a great treat for my Monday morning break from the children I work with. Well, glad you're here, Tinkerloo. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me move you up to this screen. Swan Lake Lady, hello. You guys know the drill. I will mute myself, say hello to people, insert my comments here and there. You will be okay, Mrs. K. Grift. You'll be okay. Hmm. Uh, yeah, I'll mute myself. I will welcome people as they join, and I will insert my comments here and there whenever It is whenever I feel necessary. But sit back, relax, and enjoy the second Maritime Monday. Let me skip ahead to where he actually starts talking. There you go. And bloop. Hello, Dad. How are you doing this morning? And Mopo Vienna. Welcome back, sir. Let us begin.
Evening, good night, wherever you may be across this little blue-green globe of ours. I'm Legal Vices. Welcome to my channel. It's Monday. Got the Polish sea captain's hat on.
Hello, brokenhearted. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Bridget, no cannibals this time. Still, shipwrecks.
So therefore it must be time to react to ship collisions, ship accidents, ship fails, etc., etc. I'm glad to have you all here. We're starting off with 35 wonderful people. We got to get that number up real quick. Where do we got? We got 27 likes out of 34 people, so that's a pretty good ratio. Let's see if we can keep that up.
Think your dad would have streamed the process with the history of electing a new pope? That does sound interesting, and I bet he would have done that too, because he loves history.
Right now, we are at 10:02 p.m. here in sunny South Korea. Even though it's not sunny, it is rather dark. We're just about to start the rainy season tomorrow. Then the monsoon season comes, and it's going to essentially rain for about the next month. With just a few days off between now and then. All right, where are we all checking in from? We got the mods here. Always a wonderful thing to have the mods here.
I'm going down the list of the playlist, so this is Maritime Monday number 2.
We've got the Gold Coast of Australia. We're stuck in Australia. We're stuck in Arizona. Sorry, stuck in Arizona. We got another check-in from Arizona. We are doing good here. Switzerland, welcome Switzerland, and of course Kevin from Mumbai is always here. Vermont, we're doing good. Ohio, Southwest Florida checking in.
And Lady Law, welcome, welcome. Glad you're here.
Michigan checking in. First day on the new job. Can't stick around much. Hey, take care of the job first. You can always watch it later in playback. All right. So I am here. I am ready to go. I've got the Johnny Depp Mega Pint Legal Vices Pimp Cup full of a delicious aged dark Cuban rum, dark and stormy, with some good old fashioned Australia Bundaberg ginger beer. So shout out to all you
How's it going, MLS Law? Welcome in.
Australians who make my dark and stormy cocktails taste delicious. All right. That's good. Okay. Well, where are Mindsets viewers? You need that 3,000K. Well, they apparently haven't all come back. I tried to get the dump, but he couldn't stick around long enough because he's got to go get a freebie from a fan. Whatever they're going to be out drinking or eating, good for him. The grift is real. As for me, again, all of you that are here, please like and subscribe to.
Good morning, Melly. How are you doing this beautiful Monday?
The video. We have a great viewership to like ratio going on right now. And if any of you haven't subscribed, please do. Our numbers are ever increasing, which is a great thing. We haven't lost any since the 200 subscribers I lost after reading the Taylor business complaint, and apparently freaked out a good chunk of YouTube with that. As you may know, some more additional back of house stuff. My last review of the Dateline Amber Heard video was copyright claimed. NBC claimed the copyright and completely blocked it. So it's no longer available for viewing, no longer available for monetization, no longer available for anything. I really have no choice but to contest and dispute the copyright claim, and I really have nothing to lose by doing it. So, hey,
The only the only trial I streamed with your father, and the grossest trial I ever covered was Ship Business. Seemed like yesterday, but it was almost 2 years ago. Yeah, time flies. You're welcome, Lady Sky, and thank you each and every one of you every single time for coming in and joining me in this weird YouTube journey. Yeah, so hello, Moo Mama, or Moo Moon through Ma. Welcome. So, what I am building, good catch, Denise, good idea. I am building the Lego Endurance ship, and the first time I did this, we went over both parts of the Maritime Monday, where Dad covered the history of Endurance and Shackleton's lifeboat. So it has been decided that I will um, build the Lego Endurance and watch an episode of Maritime Monday until I finish it. Hello, Flux. How are you doing, sis? You have mind controlling us? He kind of is right now. Hello, Aaron. Did I already say hi to you? Did I already say hi to you, Gem? Did I already say hi to you, Peachy Peaches? I don't remember, but hey, guess what? Hello again, if I already did. Hello, KT. How are ya? How to build a HMS Terror? Well, go on Lego.com and start buying whatever you want.
there you go. May as well do it. They're going to sit on it for 30 days and then it may be back, but it's NBC. So I really don't see them going, all right, we give up. But all the other law tubers and other people, I guess they're contesting theirs. I hope they're contesting theirs because maybe if enough people do it, it'll get back to the right people. What do you got here? Tell, tell me you tried filing a counterclaim, right? No, I just disputed the claim. I disputed the claim. But anyway, we had fun this morning, Korea time anyway, just going through it real quick before I went to work. And now I've just got back from work. And so here we are. And what we're doing today is, thank God, I really, 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 really hope we don't have to talk about Johnny Depp or Amber Heard for a very, very, very long time, if ever. But again, sort of like, I don't know, what's something that reoccurs, some sort of recurring something or other. Herpes. She's like herpes. She just keeps coming back when you least expect her. So there may be some more back on the horizon, but
I was so surprised from our first super chat of the day. I just had to break off a piece accidentally. Empire. Thank you, Jill, for the $5 Aussie. Connor, your dad was going to look into Australia's ship story, the Pasha Bulker. It was a story he wasn't familiar with, but was going to look into it. Oh, interesting. I got copyright claim on a short I did on the Baldwin's reality show. Well, they can intercourse themselves. Hello, Layla. How are you?
hopefully we've seen the last of it for a long time. And as we decided last week, one of the things we're going to do to break out and branch out into new fields is to look at ship collisions and ship accidents and other maritime issues as we go along. That's what I do. The main part of my legal job is to deal with maritime and admiralty issues, ship collisions, ship explosions, cargo damage, crew injuries, ship sales, ship purchases, things like that. Escrows for ship purchases, anything basically related to transport of goods by sea. Um, that's what I do. And so I just, as I explained last week, I just did a search for ship accidents, and I saw there was a shit ton of videos. So I thought, hey, let's go into these blind. And again, we're going to do it today. We're going to go in blind. I have never seen any of these videos that we're going to be looking at today. And if you enjoy what you're seeing, please subscribe. That would be much appreciated. Again, that helps get us out there. It helps get us into the YouTube algorithms. It helps the channel grow, and it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So let's do that. And to those of you that feel so inclined as to super chat or super like or give stickers, again, I try to read every one of those, and that's the best way to make sure I see what you have to say. And I always feel like shit if I miss one. If I do miss one, it's not intentional. And if someone calls it to my attention, I'll go back and read it. I'm in the process of getting a legal mindset like spreadsheet program to make sure I don't miss any of them. So that's where we are. That's where we're going to start. What say we just jump right into our first reaction video as soon as I have another glass of this delicious dark and stormy. Yum. And
Speaking of yum, hello, Winter Storm. Welcome in.
there's a very high rum content in that. But just in case you think I'm out, I've got a backup bottle of wine here just in case we run out. You missed my super chat. Don't start with me. If I did, my beer, I deeply apologize, but I don't think I did. Righty, let's bring this up. This particular video, yes, that is Lovely Flight. This is an official Johnny Depp Mega Pint. It's my Legal Vices Pimp Cup. This is the official glass of the Legal Vices stream. It is identical to the one in the video where Johnny Depp is seen assaulting cabinets. My lovely viewers, I asked my lovely viewers to find me one. They sent me the links. I got them, and I gifted Legal Mindset one as well yesterday. So that's it. All righty, we are bringing up the stream. Let's do this. Bang. All right, this video is called the top 5 anchor drop failures. All righty, that sounds bad because these anchors can weigh tons and tons and tons. They are immense things. The larger the ship, the larger the anchors. And I mean, they can weigh multiple tons, and they're solid steel. So they can do a lot of damage if they drop inappropriately and improperly. Let's see what happens.
These anchor drops get
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful question, Denise. Connor, what is your drink of choice this morning? I'm drinking Diet Pepsi. I'm drinking nothing. I literally got out of bed, turned on my computer, and set up the stream. Well, started the stream. So my drink of choice this morning is nothing. After this, I'll probably get some tea from Dragon's Treasure.
a little out of control.
Bridget, I have been on a ship before, but it was docked. Like it wasn't on. It wasn't going anywhere.
Today's video is on the top 5 anchor drop failures.
Oh, okay.
Number 5. An anchor drop doesn't go well during sea trials of a new merchant vessel in Germany. The brake on the anchor winch failed to properly
Oh, no.
function.
This is a brand new ship. Okay, now stop and look at.
Let's stop. Mrs. K. Grift? No. Baker would say no. That is not what I said. I did not say that. I did not say that.
This. Look at how big those chain links are compared to this guy. Get your size frame for this guy lined up here. This dude comes about 3/4 of the way up the stream, up the screen. And look at the size of these flywheels and things skip across. That is probably 40 centimeters, 15, 20 inches. I mean, those are huge chains. And when those get out of control, they can do some serious damage. Okay. Uh-oh, the brake gave way. Uh-oh. It's not going to stop, is it? He's going to lose the whole anchor. And there's not a damn thing they can do. Just watch it go. Uh-oh. Oh, faked you out. Ooh, it's smoking. And the red, those red and white links, that's telling you how much chain you've got left. And the answer to how much chain you've got left when you see those is not a lot. Woo, look at that sucker smoke. Okay, when it's so blurry, when it's going so fast, you can't see the links. That is a really, really bad sign. Jesus. And this is a brand new ship. Ugh. Good God, how much chain is on this thing?
Hello, Ree. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. I'm not done loving your dad. He certainly left you with us. Enjoy the ride. Oh, I will. And I'm surprised it's still going, like the chain. Because after that red and white, there shouldn't be a lot left. But that's keep going.
I guarantee you nobody is standing near that thing right now. Oh. All right. The smoke clears.
And Empire with another 10 Aussie. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Our iconic Lewin sailing ship, which was destroyed by a huge container vessel while docked in uh, that place, Western Australia, last year. I thought Jeff would love to look into this. That does sound interesting. The ocean is deep, Connor. I know, but still, whatever. But yeah, Jill, that does sound interesting. Did it open it up like a tuna can?
Clear up the smoke. And I'm expecting to see, oh, there still is an anchor there. That's a good thing. Okay.
Number 4.
Well,
A U.S. Navy ship can
That was kind of lame, wasn't it? Sorry, that's not a great. You should start strong with these videos. That was pretty lame. Oftentimes, also the shackles and the chain will run out, and then it all goes to the bottom of the sea, and you buy a brand new anchor, which, as you can imagine, is quite pricey. Again, here's another good size anchor chain. Let's see what number 4 is.
Before we go into number 4, welcome, Uncle Buck.
conducts an anchor drop test during sea trials. Things get a little dangerous.
This is a Navy vessel, it looks like. And what a sea trial is when you do repairs or you build a new ship. You have to test all the systems.
Number 3. The
That was lame.
USS Tarawa dropped anchor at sea, but things get a little out of hand.
Okay, another U.S. Navy ship. Okay, this is lame. If this one doesn't have some serious damage, then we'll just bail on this stupid video. All right. Pulling the plug. That's lame. That was pretty lame. I was expecting, like, I've seen videos, and we saw one last week where the ship will drop anchor and there'll be
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure the anchor did sing that song. I want to break free.
a tugboat or a pilot boat under them, and the anchor will just whomp and plow through the side of the ship and sink whatever ship happened to be right below their anchor when it fails. I've had another ship. I've had a case where there was a ship collision where this massive ship that was multiple times larger than the smaller ship it hit, when they collided, it severed the anchor and sent the anchor spinning onto the deck of the other ship. That's what I thought we were looking at there. But yeah, as Crystal Heart says, we want destruction. All right, let's try to get let's hopefully this next video has some destruction in it. What is this here? Can you please show your hands while you're watching this to give us confidence you're not jacking off? We know you're a ship pervert. Yeah, Anyway, moving right along. Let's bring up the next set of videos here. This is boat fails. That sounds like a promising thing. Let's look at boat fails. This better be good, because that last one was pretty much shit. Wait, let's do this one thing here. Do you remember hearing of the Costa Concordia? Oh, sure, everybody's heard of the Costa Concordia. But case about 10 years ago, partially sank off Tuscany. Yes, as the captain was showboating. 34 dead. Yeah, and prison. Lots of prison for that guy. That's one of the watermark cases, especially for cruise ships. So let's jump into the boat fails. This is in the boat fails / funny videos. All right. Funny. I hope this person finds massive destruction funny. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
What the fuck? Is this YouTube appropriate? Did he die? He just got crushed by that thing. Oh my god. That'll leave a mark on both the human and the boat. Jeez.
That's not funny. Holy shit, that guy is lucky to be alive. God dang. Holy crap. Yeah, that was bad. Uh-oh. Okay, people fucking around on ships like that without life jackets, I find that funny. You're being a dick on a ship. Just because it's a small ship, just because you're not moving anywhere, doesn't mean it's not dangerous. I mean, people give me shit because when you're on a motorcycle, you wear all your leather, all your helmet all the time, because you just never know when something's going to happen. When you're on a boat, you wear your life jacket all the time because you never know what's going to happen. Yesterday when I was out paddleboarding, people thought I was lame because I was wearing a life jacket. But you just never know what's going to happen. But yeah, stupid cows like jumping around and being idiots on the ship. and flipping down the down into the deep of the water. That stuff is funny to me. That and same with the let's see if there's other videos here. But we got our first super chat of the evening from Honky Kong. Thank you very much. Imagine being that bad at your job. Yeah. It takes a lot of stupid to do some of these things. Let's see what happens next.
Got it.
Okay.
Nice day on the water, baby.
Oh, you're going to slide on there. You're going to go for a swim.
Later, lizard dude. Wow, you know what I'm learning today? I'm learning that I probably should preview these videos a little bit before we show them, because these are freaking lame. I feel like this is a 1L torts class. Now we need something to do with a train accident or somebody throwing squibs. Yeah. So I'm going to bail on this stupid video too. And I know the next one, the thumbnail has really, really large ships.
Denise, since you mentioned it, yes, I will be doing an interview with Rosalind Duke, the wonderful Rosalind Duke, on 15th of next month, May 15th. The time has been scheduled, and I told her, depending on my work schedule, I'll let her know if the time will need to be switched, but tune in. We decided to, Rosalind Duke um, actually texted me and was like, hey, your dad's YouTube birthday is coming up. Would you like to do an interview? I'm like, sure. She's like, you can bring your family in as well. I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna bring family because they'll figure out my YouTube channel. So I'll just do me. So, yep, I'll be doing interview with Rosalind Duke on May 15th. Yes, he needs to promote stuff more. I'm horrible at grifting, okay, Mary Jane? Give me a break. I'm still new at this. I've only been doing this for like 2.5 months. Coast Guard approved life jacket. Hold your head out of water even if you're unconscious. Oh, nice.
Doing really, really bad things. So let's see if we can get lucky with this next go around here. I definitely have decided that in the future we're going to have to look more at the videos so we don't get lame stuff like lizards falling off of buoys into the water. That's kind of lame. Let's look at ship accidents at sea. That's where we knew. Did the Titanic incident go to court? Asks Honky Kong. I have no idea, to be frankly honest with you. It's something I had never thought about. But that's something when we start to run out of ship collision videos, that's something that I want to look into, is sort of great ship accidents and ship incidences from the past. So that'll be a topic we can address. I just honestly don't know. Huh. Oh, I love scotch. Sweet. I love scotch too. Good to see you again. Thank you for the donation. It is much appreciated. And Nova. Haul over inlet videos, my man. Yeah, we're
I appreciate the kind messages, everyone. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here.
Let's go out to sea here. Let's see the big
I am doing my best.
stuff go boom. We need to see it. We need damage. This looks like it's going to be a good one. I hope it's going to be a good one, because frankly, I was embarrassed by those last two. Let's go with this one, the shocking ship accidents. That's a fire on a looks like a anchor. Yeah, you don't want to have a ship be on fire in the middle of the ocean. That sucks. Okay.
Pink Sparkle Racing. Hello, good morning, welcome in. The whole of our video, those are wild. Every shipwreck disaster, everything is wild. It'll buff out. Yes, it'll buff out. Freeze Frame Video has a series of boat racing crash called accidents they walked away from. People walk away from any kinds of accidents, like accidents that involves high speed. Those are crazy.
Okay, what ship is this? It doesn't say which ship it is, but yeah, if you're out in the middle of the oops, that's it looks like it hit the rocks there and sank. Yeah, these are a disaster when you get these partially sunk things that come up on islands or block sea channels, things like that, where they pose a hazard to navigation. Because in situations like this, they can spill.
Mary Jane, I will choose fire.
Oil, and that oil goes on the shore. It goes into local fishing grounds, into the coastal villages, and you can run into claims of millions and millions and millions of dollars. Rocks are bad for ships. Man, and then those are some rough seas. That would be scary as shit. This is why we had lighthouses back in the day, by the way. These are exactly the reason we had lighthouses, was to keep the ships away from the rocks. Now we have computers and GPS systems and online digital maps. You kind of have to give credit to the old ships, and the old ways of doing things. When there's a big light saying "Don't come over here," you might want to pay attention to it. Yeah, that's running aground is bad freaking news.
Do you what? Please do not F rocks. That is not healthy for you.
Yikes.
Una, welcome, welcome. Just tuned in, love that you're streaming your dad. Well, I love that you're here.
Oh, just laying there in the dirt. Looks like they done run out of ocean on that one. Wow, that's interesting. I'd like to know what the hell happened here. The ocean's gone. The ocean done goed away. And we have My Beavers unit. What keeps a dock floating above water? Peer pressure. Hey, everybody, just joining the stream. We're looking at really bad ship things today. Yeah, looks like a beached whale. It's a beached vessel. And I really hope this is... Oh, okay. We got another fire. Fires on ships are so ridiculously dangerous. God dang. Where do you go? Where do you go to get away from the fire? You run out of oxygen below decks. It fills with smoke. You asphyxiate. You can't go on the deck because there's smoke there. There's fire there. Talking to mariners and things, fire on vessels is one of the biggest fears. All right. Well, that was a
So, Pink Sparkle Racing, how does that one happen? Tsunami? That is a big possibility, yes. That is a big possibility. That's really the only possibility I can think of as well.
apparently the fire.
People should have inflatable boats like parachutes. Um, lifeboats. That there are inflatable lifeboats. There you go.
Fire video. There was a lot of ships on fire there, and there's quite a few. Surprisingly, ships catch on fire. I won't say a lot, but not an insignificant amount of time. We had the case. What is it? 4 months ago with the car carrier that was full of about 4,000 luxury cars that caught on fire, like rare and vintage things. You know, that was the what was it? It was the Sincerity something or other. Can't think of the name off the top of my head, but we worked on a case with the Sincerity Ace, which was a sister ship to the one that caught on fire recently, where they caught on fire carrying a bunch of cars from Japan. So it happens, and there's nothing you can do. It's scary, and dangerous. Now look here, we got okay, that we already did Honky Kong. Did the Titanic go to court? Zachary de Castella, who determines and creates maritime law? That's a very good question. Or it's what level should we nerd out here? Basically, the main seafaring countries of the world sort of started setting the precedents on how to deal with the ship collisions and shipping accidents and insurance matters and things like that. A lot of the world will follow the English court decisions on maritime law matters because they've sort of been around. I mean, you'll get cases from the 1500s and things that control situations today. But now, if you're talking major things like how do you handle collision pollution, how do you handle rescue efforts, how do you handle salvage operations, a lot of times it'll be like a convention, like a UN level convention that various countries will sign on to. Or if they don't want to join the treaty or the convention, then they might want to adjust their own country's laws to sort of be in line with the other countries. So it's kind of an interesting thing. I mean, it slowly happens. If they want to make a major change to international maritime law, it can never happen, or it can take tens of years, decades. Joaquin Bergman, thank you so much for your donation. Would be awesome to hear your thoughts and reactions to The Coast of Concordia by Internet Historian at some point. It's a fantastic video, and you might be able to add some cool insights. All right. Well, that sounds fun. I will definitely look into that. Thank you for the suggestion. That is awesome. Hey, Doc McFuzzball, welcome back. Future topic idea, maritime hazmat, dangerous good incidents. I DM'd you with more info. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, that's some brutal stuff. We've dealt with a couple of cases where there's hazardous materials and nobody wants to let the ship come in. Nobody wants the ship. Nobody wants to have the dangerous stuff come anywhere near them. So yeah, that's definitely an idea that we can look into. Let's move on to ye oldie next video here. What do we want to do next? 30 biggest ship fails ever caught on camera. And while we're doing this, we're kind of in a chill mode today. Nothing too exciting, nothing to get worked up over. But tomorrow, I think we'll get back to the Marilyn Manson case to do the next part of the criminal claim. I mean, the criminal claim, the defamation claim in that case. This looks promising. Again, there's a big ship, a big, beautiful sail ship, and a really, really big, beautiful bridge. Got a Brazil flag flying there. We got lots of flags flying there, but I think it's a Brazilian flagship. Right. Let's see.
Having a strong current, a Brazilian Navy training ship accidentally hit a mobile bridge in Ecuador territorial waters on 19 October 2021.
Oh.
Abandona.
A tugboat already tried to help it. But it didn't work.
Oops,
Even
that's
in
not
the
good.
end, the tugboat was rolled over and drifting away. What
Oh, careful,
a
dude.
mess.
Wow, did you see that? That was. Look at that propeller spinning there. These guys are crawling on it. Just takes one.
So whenever a ship or boat capsizes like that, you do want to move very quickly and run up the sides so you don't end up underneath it and get trapped. So yes, Jem, the tugboat which you see is capsized right now, but on a sailboat, yes, or any small boats, you want to move as quick as possible and crawl up the sides and get up on the bottom of the boat. But yeah, that propeller is going fast, so you have to also determine like where you can actually step so you don't slip and go through that propeller because that would hurt a lot.
Guy to slip, fall, slide down there, and then he eats propeller.
Was rolled over and drifting away.
I mean, just,
What
God.
a mess.
Oh, ya soltaron la tira.
Yeah, you probably should have cut the rope.
What do you
Oh,
see now?
There's a Navy
It's a
ship.
rescue mission of a Norwegian Navy warship after experiencing a collision incident with a tanker in 2018. Shortly after the collision, this warship had a blacked out and lost its control. As a result, it had a second collision, which is a crash with the shore and sink.
It had two collisions, one with a ship and another it collided with the ground. I know that there's usually some Norwegians here in the stream. Are there? Is anybody from Norway here? And does any of you do any of you remember this case? That looked like a really nice warship too. But it looks like it lost the fight with the ground and another ship.
Making Norwegian military lost 2.39 billion US dollars.
Billion? Holy shit! Ow!
This is what happens when a car battery had a splash of salt waters.
Yeah, that's something you don't want to do. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. You don't want. Yeah, yikes. Oh.
Well, hope they had an insurance payout.
Of course they had insurance, but
a total of 64 cars were aboard cargo ship Aston Gate traveling from Toyama, Japan to Vladivostok, Russia. That wouldn't be a problem under normal circumstances. But the Russians loaded the vehicles and didn't bother tying them down. Once the storm kicked in, the cars started flying off the frozen deck into the water. So 52 of the cars ended up at the bottom of the sea.
52 of the 60 cars ended up in the bottom of the sea. Okay, that's really odd. Usually the cars would be kept under the deck. I don't think I've ever seen cars carried on top of the deck like that without being secured. Yeah. My Beavers unit's telling me to read her thingy here. So they say the sea is salty from the tears of sailors. After being on a ship for months with only men, I can assure you it's not from their tears. Thank you for that. Shlomo says, yeah, but Russia.
Outcome of this event? The owner of this vehicle signed a document that said the cargo will be transported aboard the ship at his own risk.
Good morning, Marloka. Good morning. Welcome. Well, D-What, I bet you do.
Okay, that's the thing they do. You see on all of these, the big ships, they'll have all the containers on the deck, the massive amounts of containers.
Welcome, Cinderblock for Tires. Welcome.
Stacked up. When they do this on deck cargo thing, a lot of times they will have you sign a waiver that says it is being carried on the deck of the ship and it's at your own risk and liability. So yeah, that's a common way of dealing with that. So if you ever have a choice of have any cargo you're shipping anywhere be on deck or in the hold, take the in the hold option because you're never sure what's going to happen to on deck cargo. It's generally safe, but you just never know.
A video from two Indonesian crewmen teaches us to always be careful. They had a hard hit by the towing rope which caused them suffer serious injury on their hands and heads.
Oh,
Hope they
Jesus!
can recover ASAP.
Fuck me.
God damn. Yeah, so if you guys ever see um a rope with giant tension, do not do not go near it whatsoever. Don't care if you have a job to do. Do not go near a rope with tons of tension to it. That guy will have serious concussion.
God
Oh,
dang.
oh, what? Why'd I freeze? Hello? Well, uh, okay, let me do some quick fixings here. I seem to have frozen the thing. We're at 3320. Gotcha. I'm fixing it. I am fixing it. Leave me alone. Or the other way while screaming, I quit. I mean, it's good to quit and or get fired than getting smacked in the head with a giant thick rope. Okay, Mrs. K. Grift and MG Law. Okay, I will remember this time. And let's do, no, do not mute. 33, you know what? Sure, close enough. Boop, boop, and we're back. Well, does he show the picture of the degloving? Okay, everyone. Whoa, whoa. Wax on, wax off. We're back.
Oh,
Hope they
Jesus!
can recover ASAP.
Fuck me. God dang. Okay, if those guys are alive, that is a miracle. Holy shit. I mean, these are, god dang, these are just ropes. I mean, these are regular cotton ropes or nylon ropes or what. I mean, they're strong. I mean, look how thick they are. They're like the thickness at least of a guy's arm. But when those things are tight and they snap like that, it may as well be a steel cable or a razor blade. Guys, I have seen some horrific accidents dealing with these tow lines or mooring cables that'll snap. I mean, you see pictures of someone who is standing next.
Welcome, Fire and Ice, and welcome, Marcia. Music that's so much he was a force on YouTube. He was. Worksman combo flea? Well, it better be a good payout. One hell of a headache. Oh, I bet. Ever watch Daily Cash? That's supposed to be one of the most dangerous jobs. Oh yeah, I do watch that every once in a while. The opening of Ghost Ship still haunts me. I'll have. Hello, Libby. How are ya? We'll probably go over the Ghost Ship stuff too, if I don't fly through this.
Next to one of these ropes when it gets too tight and it snaps, and it would literally cut them in half. I've seen people lose body parts to these ropes. I've seen a particularly gruesome injury that I really don't want to get into, but I mean, you lose hands, fingers, heads. Like I said, if you've seen a person be sliced in half by one of these ropes, I mean, these are dangerous, dangerous things. And the fact that any of these people are alive to tell this story is ridiculous. Cunny Runts said hard hat saved him. Probably that hard hat had nothing to do with him being alive. That's just a miracle he's alive. Damn, he should have been dead. At least one of them should have been dead. Holy crap. Okay, that freaked me out a little bit. Wow. Dang, let's watch that again. Holy crap.
Serious injury on their hands and heads.
God,
Hope they can
dang.
recover ASAP.
Ugh.
Next, we had a horrible ship launch video.
Oh no. Okay, this is interesting. A lot of ships launch this way. These are fun to watch. It's fun to watch a ship launch because they have it here on the shore, and it's at an angle like this, and they just slide. These are brand new ships. They're launching a brand new ship. So you never want to see it in this video. Like this is going in the water. They'll slide them down the ramp and they just kind of fall over into the water, and then they right themselves up. I have a sneaky suspicion that this isn't going to go well. Holy crap. These are fun. If you've never seen a ship being launched this way, this can be really, really cool.
That became a viral sensation on internet back in 2013. Just look how it splashed one-sided and the flying debris was everywhere. Fortunately, no casualties.
Okay, well, the ship launched properly. It's just idiots were too close to it. You don't want to be close to these ship launchings because shit like this can happen. You can get stuff flying at you. Stay out of the way. So the ship is fine, but this is how they launch them. They just slide them off into the water.
Splashed one-sided and the flying debris was everywhere. Fortunately, no casualties due to this accident.
Jeez.
A rare incident that occurred on a warship caught on camera. An amateur video shows you how a retired battleship USS Iowa's 16-inch guns exploded on 19 April 1989 and made 47 crewmen killed. Deep condolence for all the families and members.
Holy crap.
On 12 February 1988, an incident might be a starting of a war. This is when an American battleship USS Caron was purposely rammed by Uni-Soviet battleship SKR-6 in Black Sea.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, but look out.
It aims to repel the American ship in Uni-Soviet's water territorial, but it was very fortunate that this incident didn't cause World War III.
Well, they're very fortunate it didn't sink the Russian ship because look how far that's listing over to the side. And once the water gets up there, once the water gets in and starts weighing that ship down, it's gonna cause some problems.
This video from CCTV cruise ship shows.
I love how the commentator and Dad were worried about two different things. Dad was worried about the Russian ship capsizing, and the commentator was worried about World War III happening. Someone has their priorities straight.
Okay, waves. We got to talk waves here. I can imagine where this is going, but I'm not sure. These waves, I mean, you look out at the sea and the sea looks pretty calm. But if any of you have seen shows like, Deadliest Catch and things, when you're inshore, you get the waves that break, like the surfing waves. When you're out to sea, you get these huge swells that will go up like 30 meters to the crest and then 30 meters down. So you can have your deck can go up and down 60 meters. I mean, anywhere from 0 to 20, 30, 40, 50 meters up and down. And when you go down into a trough and the wave comes up the other side, you have problems. Or other times when you go up over a wave, the ships can just drop straight into the trough, and then you get problems with ships cracking in half and whatnot. This here looks like it's going to be one of these, the ship goes down when the wave comes up videos. And this would be scary as shit to be live witnessing on a vessel.
You how a massive high storm waves hit the cabin windows
Yep.
and filled the room with salted waters. All the furnitures were broken,
Oh.
and fortunately, the room was empty at that time.
Yeah, that's a oops. And see, then you get problems with it goes down into the engine room. It shorts out the engine. You lose power. You drift. Bad shit happens in bad weather, which is something you don't want to have happen.
A bad weather like this one can make a giant Carnival cruise ship loses its control. In Mobile, Alabama,
Mobile,
a Carnival
Alabama.
Triumph was docked for a repair. Can you guess what'll happen to this ship in this bad weather?
Yeah.
Yes, it
Oh.
hit another ship, which is a United States Army Corps of Engineers vessel. Even though the hit was not that hard, but two workers were in a guard shack on a 65-foot section of dock. One was rescued from the water and hospitalized, but the other was recovered dead 9 days later. An oil tanker is designed to be bulk and
Okay,
sturdy.
we saw this
But
one last
what
week.
if they lose their control and bump the fuel dock? This CCTV video shows you
There
the
was
last
two
second
people
before the
on that
dock
thing.
becomes debris in Poso, Indonesia. Fortunately, the ship didn't explode, and the oil supply is safe. Move to the next video in
Wow.
Batam, Indonesia. A tanker ship, Eastern Glory, was carried away by the strong current. Even though the tugboat tries to stop them, but
Well, see, and that's the thing too. We talked about before, when even if you drop an anchor, that doesn't necessarily mean the ship's not moving. Oh, Rose says she remembers that was the one in Mobile, Alabama. I'm assuming. Yeah, the even though the anchor is dropped, it can still drag the ship if there's strong winds, strong waves, strong currents. If the anchor isn't set well in the bottom, it can still drift. And here you're getting these little super powerful tugboats trying to stop an accident from happening.
21.
Well, god dang it. What did I do? Sorry, I bumped it. Yeah, it's we've seen that one. What the hell? I hate when I do dumb shit like that. Okay, there's that ship. We just saw that one. There, here we are.
Stop and hit the bridge.
Oh, this is not a good thing.
Gong.
Again, that's not a sound you want to hear.
It was the crunch sound we want. A beautiful, nice crunch when a mommy ship and a daddy bridge meets.
Another mistake from Indonesia. A maiden voyage made by the ship, and it already crashed to a dock.
Oh, this is apparently the maiden voyage, which is the very first voyage the ship is taking. This is like a brand new car that doesn't even have its permanent license plates yet. This is a brand new ship. Ah!
Hey, Captain, where did you get the license, huh?
Yeah, oh, I had a case once dealing with a brand new ship again. I mean, this was it was like an over 50,000 ton ship, and it was leaving the shipyard right after this brand new millions and millions and millions of dollar vessel. I can't remember what the value was, but it was probably around 50-60 million dollars.
What's up, Lefty? How are you doing?
Was leaving the shipyard to start its voyage. It hadn't left the port yet. It leaves the shipyard, and that's when it found a rock on the bottom of the ocean that wasn't on any of the navigation maps. And a huge part of the underside of the hull of the ship was just opened like a can of tuna. I mean, they had the ship for hours, and then it just gets ripped to pieces by a rock under the ocean. That was painful. There was a lot of really, really unhappy people. Over 50,000 tons, half as big as Regatta's nose. Nice. Our North Go, please review hippos attacking tourists in boat videos. Awesome. Those are actually pretty awesome. I've just seen a few of those. Classic.
Hello, Toadette. Welcome. And that Ricada comment kind of threw me off. Of course you'd know that, Mary Jane.
All right. Let's keep going here.
We are all agreed to not have a floating house in the edge of the river, especially if the river is a track for a bulk cargo coal ship. If not, then this is what will happen to your house.
Ellen T, welcome, welcome. How dare you be late? But I'm glad you made it.
Okay.
Again,
whatever.
from Indonesia. Due to the captain's mistake,
I'm sensing a lot of problems with Indonesia here. This is what, the 4th or 5th Indonesian accident we've had?
a ship named Portling 7 crashed into the dock, which caused damage to a number of dock facilities in Indonesia in 2019 ago.
Sweet Fly, welcome, welcome. Glad you could make it, Sweet Fly.
Oh, and there we go. That takes out the dock.
The damage is not too big, but surely he will head to his boss's room shortly. Or like this one.
Oh, see now, this looks like it's in a swamp or some sort of marshy area, but there's so many accidents out there that happen when you overload vessels. The ferries, barges like this. I mean, you just overload them, and it doesn't take a lot to tip them. And then when you tip them, people freaking die. This is. I seriously hope nobody dies from this, because I hate to see videos like this.
These passengers didn't want to back down.
But hey, cool. They're rocking the cow here. The cow's kind of swimming alongside them. That's pretty cool.
Really, not a single man. This poor boat tries to cross about 30 people. You know what will happen?
Even the cow's like, fuck it, I'm out of here, man. I don't want any part of this bullshit. Check you later.
Right? The good news is there were no fatalities as a result.
Oh, well, that's good. Okay.
A skill and an experience are the main need for a captain. But what if he didn't have those two? The captain of Miss Stacy, a tugboat, was in a difficult situation to control the tugboat. As
Wait, what the hell's going on?
you can see,
okay, so this is.
Good morning, Just Dawn. Welcome, welcome.
That's a big tugboat. So let's try to figure out what the hell. Moo. Let's try to figure out what the hell's going on here.
tugboat was stuck and nearly sank under the bridge in Piscataqua River on February 21,
it's sinking.
2012. After the long wait, Miss Stacy was rescued by another tugboat. You better relearn to drive, Captain.
Well, see, that's the thing about these tugboats. These little tugboats, they have some massive horsepower behind them, so they can get out of a lot of these situations.
Oh man, look at that.
We can see there's a sailboat whose mast is stuck under this bridge.
Haha.
Then came a second sailboat with the same height, still forced its way through this bridge. Of course, we can already guess what happened next. This is the result if we do not have a license to drive a ship, but still drive it anyway.
Okay, now again, there are rules. There are rules for ships sailing towards each other in narrow canals like this. They're the collision regulations. They're sort of an internationally agreed upon rules for how ships conduct themselves in relation to other ships out on the water. And in narrow channels like this, the idea is you stay as far as possible to your starboard side, to your right side. So just looking at this guy seems to be pretty far over on his side of the channel. This guy just seems to be fucking around in the middle or even farther over than the middle. He should be as far over as possible. He can't go too far given this ship here. But yeah, it's looking like this ship here is not where he needs to be. Let's look at that again.
This is the result if you do not have a license to.
Yeah, he was totally pointing the wrong direction. That's a major fuck up. Someone's paying for that one.
Drive a ship, but still drive it anyway.
Yeah. Dumbass.
This video shows you the last second of a giant container ship crash into a giant crane until it collapsed and almost hit the port officers. Holy moly, that was really close.
Yep.
A barge with 1,000 tons of weight crashes into a bridge and makes them one of the biggest ship collisions that ever caught on camera.
Oh my god, fuck me. Holy shit. Wow. I must admit I did not expect it.
Do you think that'll buff out too?
To see the entire bridge collapsing. And again, this is the thing when you have a bridge that, I mean, not only do you have to pay for the damages to your ship, anything else you've damaged along the way, to whatever cargo. I think they said what it was. I'm not sure. It looked like there was coal or something on there. You have to pay for all the damage to that. And then the bridge collapses. You have to pay for the bridge repairs. And then again, there's also the loss of earnings that that the ship loses because it's out of service being repaired. I mean, you can get into millions and millions and millions of dollars just by doing one stupid little thing, one negligent little thing.
Luckily, when the incident was happened, there is no car passed above the bridge. Imagine, what if there is traffic? Horrible.
Yeah, that would be even worse.
An amateur video shows us a scary moment when a 46-year-old cargo ship named MV Arvin.
Oh, this is the Arvin. This is a cool case. The Arvin is a really cool case. Let's clear up a really quick thing here. Doc McFuzzball, I taught hazmat by air. Might be able to help. Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, well, and again, I'll check the email. Maybe we can do the hazmat cases next week. What drew you to maritime law? Doc McFuzzball asks again. To be quite frank and honest, the maritime law firm offered me a job out of law school, so I took it. It was here in Korea, and I'd learned Korean, and I thought, well, I was looking either at being a public defender in Salt Lake City or working for a law firm in Korea. And the Korean law firm offered me a job before anybody offered me a job in Utah. So here I am 27 years later. So sorry, there's no big romantic love of the sea thing. I come from Utah. It's a desert. Cunning Run says, imagine trying to get insurance to pay that. Well, that's an interesting thing. How insurance works. There's basically two kinds of insurance on vessels. There's the hull insurance, and then there's something they call P&I club insurance, or protection and indemnity. And then the P&I clubs, they cover things like damages to other people, injuries, oil spills, things like that. And how the P&I club insurance works is they're kind of like cooperatives.
Jim, something like that may or may not have happened as well.
Where all of the ship owners in this one club, this club of ship owners, they all contribute a certain amount of money every year into this insurance pool. And then based on how much they pay out every year in accidents and compensation, then they calculate how much needs to be paid the following year. So although it's insurance, although you can say the insurance is paying for it, it's basically every other ship owner inside this the ship owners insurance, this P&I club. Basically, it's all of the other ship owners that are paying for the actions of one ship owner. So say there's 50 ships that are involved in this accident. They all pay a certain amount of money every year. Then you have a ship accident that requires a huge payout. Then you have to have the insurance premiums or the cover, the calls, they go up to compensate and to replenish the insurance fund for the next year projections. No, Tommy Neal, it's not the P&I club. It's the P&I, protection and indemnity. So yeah, you the insurance that's paying for these things is
Yes, pretty much you are paying for someone else's mistake. And I know I don't have to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway, just in case. Do not P&I. That's bad.
ordinarily the
No, it's not from personal experience. I know without having to do it. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it.
other ship owners. And if there's like hull damage, then the hull insurer will pay for it. And this is a good case of hull damage. The Arvin is a famous case. And Jeremy W. called it hull is about to break. Yeah. Imagine being on this ship in the middle of the fucking ocean. Their big saving grace is there's another ship right over here. Imagine being on this ship.
Was split into after being hit by waves and strong winds in the Black Sea in January 2021 ago.
Ugh. Yeah, that's not something you want.
Following video footage, how the ill-fated ship must be willing to be swallowed by the ocean.
Yeah, you don't want to be on a ship when it breaks its back like that and basically gets chopped in half.
Sadly, it is reported that several crew members of the ship died as a result of this horrific incident. Our sincere condolences to all the family members that lost. This incident probably was the worst nightmare for every ship captain out there. Two giant ships, a cargo transport ship from Turkey and a cargo ship from Vietnam, collided with each other in the Singapore Strait in 2013.
Yeah.
And Jill again with the $10 Aussie super chat. I appreciate you very much. Connor, with all the videos you have learned that you watched from your dad's channel, have you learned something you didn't know about your dad other than his YouTube channel? Well, not too much. But I learned some stuff from his friends when I went to Korea. Like, he was a bouncer for a club. Yeah.
This again, the collision regulations say how ships are supposed to act. Inside the Singapore Straits, there's certain rules that apply. But generally speaking, when there's an overtaking, when one ship is overtaking another ship, the ship that's coming up from behind has a duty to not fuck with the ship that's in front. So this Bex ship here generally would have a duty to stay out of the way of this smaller ship here. But that didn't happen. And what you're about to witness is a major, like, when the police car is doing things like they call it a pit maneuver, or like you T-bone. You're about to see like one of the world's largest pit maneuvers here.
This terrible incident occurred when the smaller ship turned left all of a sudden, which resulted in closing the route for the larger ship beside it. Luckily, no one was injured, except, of course,
Oh, okay.
See Winter Storm? Fuck yeah, I did.
severe damages experienced by the two ships. Of course,
Well, now
they turned
ideally,
left all of a sudden.
ideally there would be
Two giant ships, a cargo.
Okay, let's stop. Ideally, there would be some radio communication between the two vessels, saying, "Hey, you know, I'm coming up behind you. I'm going to go off to the port side, you the left side, or the starboard off the right side," and the other ship should take that notice. And if there's a ship coming up behind you and to the left, you shouldn't turn left like he said this ship allegedly did.
Transport ship from Turkey and a cargo
But I
ship
just see it
from
being
Vietnam
pushed, so I don't know.
collided with each other in the Singapore Strait in 2013. This terrible incident occurred when the smaller ship turned left all of a sudden, which resulted in closing the route for the larger ship beside it.
Yeah, that's not good.
Luckily, no one was injured,
That's
except,
good.
of course, the severe damages experienced by the two ships. This is what happens when a pilot boarding ship was done in the middle of.
Okay, this is very, very interesting. When ships like enter and leave port, a lot of times they will want to have a pilot on board. And in some places, like in Busan, you're required to have a pilot on board when coming in and leaving port. And what the pilot is the pilot is a local guy who knows all about the port, the conditions of the port, the specific intricacies and nuances of the port. And his job is either to take the ship out safely or bring it in safely. And this is how a lot of pilots will board, you know, especially if they're coming into port. There's a pilot station that's out in the middle of the ocean, a few miles offshore, and the pilots will climb these pilot ladders. And I'll have to remind myself to show you some of the video of some of these pilot ladders I've had to go up. But yeah, you get these things moving 2-3 meters, 2 or 3 yards up and down, and you've got to time it perfectly so that you can get off this ship and jump on that ladder. And what you want to do is when the ship comes up on top of a swell, you want to get on the ladder, and then the ship goes, you get up on the ladder and the ship goes down. What you don't want to do is when the ship goes down in a swell to climb on the ladder, because then the ship goes up and it bumps against the side of the ship. And I've had lots of pilot cases where pilots will get their legs broke, their ankles snapped, because the ship's down in a trough. They jump on the ladder and then the ship will come up and smash their legs and shit like that. That's not what you want to do. So when your boat is at its highest, you want to jump off onto that rope and then climb up as fast as you can. Let's see what happens to this guy. Probably not going to be good.
This is what happens when a pilot boarding ship was done in the middle of rough weather.
Oh, there you go. That's exactly. Oh, fuck me. That's what I was talking about.
Let's see the video again.
Yeah, that looks like. I hope he didn't get smashed in there. Yeah, I have seen far too many of these cases where the pilot, just like I was saying, he got on it when the ship was low, and then the ship caught up on the swell and smashed into the ship. I hope to God he didn't get trapped in there. I've been told to board ships, and then you get out there and the weather's bad like this, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not getting on that thing. We'll come back tomorrow when the weather's better. There's no way in hell I'm getting up there. I'll have to find some of those videos that I have on my phone.
Here we can find out that when the
see how the ship just went down to the lowest part of the trough. Now the dumbass is getting onto the ladder, and then the ship is going to catch the swell, and I hope he's okay.
pilot was about to jump, the ship he was riding was moving closer to the ship in front of him. We can see that he suffered serious injuries to his leg after being hit by the ship. Get well soon.
Jesus. Yeah, so if your leg is that floppy, something is not right with it. Something definitely went wrong with your leg. Jesus. And it's always funny to see Dad squirm because he had such a horrible motorcycle accident where he broke almost all of his bones. If it's anywhere around the leg area, he squirms a lot.
Oh, that's exactly what I was talking about. Oh, Jeebus. Did you see his leg just flopping around like nothing? God dang. I mean, that was a crushed leg there. That was pulverized. I would be surprised if he kept that leg. John Long last name Gumby legs. Yeah. Oh damn. Yeah, that guy was just trying to get a leg up. Bad timing for the leg up. Oh, that's exactly what I was talking about. I've seen
That's horrible. He has a flipper now.
so many of those injuries. Oh, God. And as someone who's broken their leg, their femur in a motorcycle accident, that's fucking rough,
You can
man.
see that he suffered serious injuries to his leg after being hit by the ship. Get well soon, sir.
Get well soon. Fuck.
A
Oh,
rare accident that involved an American submarine and a tugboat was recorded in 1986. The incident began when the USS Georgia submarine had managed to transfer some of its crew members to the Sakota YTM 415 tugboat near Midway Island. Unexpectedly, the engine of the tugboat had an engine problem, which caused the tugboat to snag or hit the back of the Georgian submarine. After the collision, we can see how the tugboat gets swallowed by the sea.
see you later, Tug.
There goes the man.
Dang, see you later, tugboat.
Everybody else, everybody else, go! Get down! I just want.
From the 12 passengers on the tugboat, 2 of them was found dead because they were trapped on the ship, and 10 can be saved. Deep condolences for them all.
Wow.
That's the compilation of 30 biggest ship collisions and mistakes that caught on camera. Make sure to
Okay, that was pretty cool. That wasn't too bad. That was much better than the first 2 we had. Oh, hey, check this out. We've got 247 people watching and 233 likes. That's pretty cool. Hey, just keep it up. It would be great if we had like 700 people watching, but I understand this isn't everybody's deal. This is just a little fun that I'm having here on this is like the Monday relaxed chill stream. And again, if any of you have any videos you want me to look at and want me to review, we'd be happy to do it. So send them to my email at thelegalvices@gmail.com or Twitter at thelegalvices at Twitter. That's me, and you send these things, and we'll look at them and we'll review them. Because I am going to start previewing the videos now, because those first 2 were kind of lame and depressing. Again, hey, wow, we have more likes than visitors now. Cool. 264 likes and 239 watching. Continue to like and continue to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Oh, we've got a few subscribers since we started. Looking over the subscriber numbers. I'm not sure where we started at, but I know the number has gone up a little bit. That is, I'm just kind of checking here. Here's the sucky thing about these phones and the fingerprints. When your fingers are wet, it doesn't open the phone well. Let's checking my old notes here. Wow, got about 50 subscriptions since lunch. Cool, that's awesome. So, all right, do we keep going? We're an hour into this. Do we keep doing another video? Are we all just like content to hang out here and chill and watch something else? Yeah, that floppy leg scared people up. No, these ships are fucking dangerous. And I know we've got some mariners here in the chat, you don't fuck around on ships. Ships are incredibly dangerous things. Ugh. All right, well, that's one vote. I've run out of old fashioned, so now it's time to get into the wine. All right, and this is the last of the Robert Mondavi rye barrel aged red blended wine that I had a few days ago.
Rare into history, thank you for joining in. Hope you have a wonderful day today. Okay, Peachy Peaches and Jim, get your minds out of the gutter. He was drinking.
There we go. Get it all mega pined up. Here is my mega pint of wine. Well, it's about a 3/4 mega pint of wine. Stop asking. Just do it. Let's sink them all. All right. Well, I will continue to do this. And you continue to like and subscribe and continue to, well, as long as we're in the grift, continue to send those deeply appreciated super chats. That's the best way to get me to notice what you're saying, because I try to pay attention to the chat as much as possible, but I'm mainly looking at the screen. So if you really want to get my attention, throw cash at me. that just highlights it and brings it up, and it's much easier for me to see. Right. Let's get rocking on this. And here we go with the next one. What are we looking at? We are sharing the screen, and this one is called Dangerous Ship Accidents Completion. I think it's supposed to be compilation. Huge ships accident. I like the way that sounds. And again, like Shlomo and others, the best way to get me to remember to look at things is to tweet them to me, to send me a DM through Twitter, or to email them to me, and then I'll make a list and do it next time. Dangerous ship accidents. Okay. This is promising. Let's see what we've got here. 1 million something. Oh, it's a 1 million likes. Okay, this can be a really good video. Let's see. Do. I don't know you, dude, but I did like and subscribe. Oops. I don't think we all need to guess what's going to happen here. This is the part where Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio get into some deep shit. I'm the king of the world. Let's see what happens. Paging Titanic. Oh. Ice. Ice is fucking dangerous. I mean, if you didn't know and needed to be told that, it's essentially floating rocks. We're dealing with a case now where a fishing boat met some ice in the Antarctic. Did not end well. So let's watch some. Well, let's watch some ice here. They're literally mountains of rock. Oh, there you go. I'm not sure how this is a ship collision, but okay. There you go. Okay, now again, when these giant icebergs, when these giant ice shelves calve, when they like break off into smaller pieces, a huge risk are the waves that these thousands and if not millions of tons of ice bring. So you probably don't want to be too close to these calving icebergs. It'd be beautiful. It's beautiful to see, but I don't know that I'd want to be in a boat next to it. Ice baby. Yeah, you don't want to be close to that. Fuck me. That is pretty fucking cool. Wait, are we gonna get in on this? What the?
Just read Peachy Peach's comment.
When do we get into the ship collisions? This here's that ship graveyard looking thing there, which I just fucked up. Where are we at here? We'll get back there. There we are. These are like scrap yards. This looks like it's in India or Bangladesh, one of the two. These are like where they send big ships to go to die. They run them up on the beach and then they just chop them up into pieces and sell the metal. So this is a ship graveyard. This is where they break the ships down, and they that's what they did. They just scrap them. They recycle them. They recycle the metal and shit. Ice baby. Okay, are we gonna get into? Oh, there you go. Okay, again, these look like this is an intentional thing trying to get the ship up into the dry dock. They put the smoke here to guide the ship in, and the ship is supposed to run up on the shore. Okay, I'm thinking that was also intentional, but I don't think it was supposed to go that fast and or hit this little ship next to it. Yeah, see, these are just ship graveyards. That's where they just run them up onto shore like this.
I am paying attention. I will trip it.
And they stay there until they just chop them up piece by piece by piece. Okay, that's the one we just saw. God, that music is annoying as fuck. Okay, here's another one. Yeah, see, that's how they launch a lot of these ships. They just slide them down the ramps and dump them in the ocean. And I'm guessing this guy's a little too close. Let's see what happens to him. Oh, no, that wasn't too bad. Yeah. There you go. Launch that baby. Yeah, see, they just dump him in the ocean. Then these aren't dangerous ship accidents. That's just a normal, standard, really good job launching. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Boom. They just dump them. That's how. Okay, congratulations. Welcome to the ocean. Well, that's not supposed to happen, is it? Oh, fuck me. Okay. I would imagine more than. Oh, sorry. I've just shouted into my mic and reset all of my settings. let me bring my settings back. There we go. Hello, everyone. Wait, where did we go, sir? Someone said birthing. I missed that. I can't find it. There we are. I am fried chicken. It says birthing. That's kind of what you're looking at. And if you're wondering what the hell this last thing was, this is a ship, a massive ship that is carrying a smaller ship. This is sort of like when you see like the big airplanes carrying the space shuttle back in the day, or cars, like big car carrier trucks carrying new cars on. This is a ship that's carrying a ship, and this isn't supposed to happen. They're They're not supposed to do this. Ouch. Yeah, the bridge. Oh, there you go. You timed that one wrong, buddy. Oh, snap. Yeah. That's gonna cause a little bit of a mess right there. And again, like this probably is a toll bridge, because that's how, when you build a bridge, you pay for it. You set up toll stations at both ends. They're gonna have to pay to fix the ship, have to pay for all of these tugboats that help them out, the damage they do to the bridge. When they repair the bridge, they're going to have to close the bridge. And when they close the bridge, they're not going to be able to make the tolls. So you're going to have to be responsible for all the tolls they lost. This is not very good. Oops. Now, see, if you're in a car in this situation and you get trapped under a bridge, you can just let the air out of the tires and sink a few inches and drive out. But I would imagine they would have to do the same thing with a boat, somehow add a shit ton of weight to it to get it to ride lower in the water. Oh, that's the same West one we just saw. Oh, that was rough, wasn't it? I'm assuming this section of the bridge used to be right here. Oh, that's
just sad. Like the whole a chunk of bridge is just hanging out the front of a ship.
And that's a car carrier too. That looks like a big car carrier. That's not something you're gonna want to do. Tides are, yeah. Here we go. Someone just said it. Where'd it go? Yep. Hope it's high tide. Well, here it seems like it was high tide, which may be the problem. And our first super chat in a while. Thank you very much, NSX. The grifter, man of vices, the pipe smoking Scotch connoisseur himself. Good to catch you live. Keep working hard and wish you lots of success, brother. Thank you very much. That is all deeply appreciated, as is your very, very, very kind donation. We're just having fun, fucking around today, looking at ships doing stupid stuff. Okay. Yeah, this is where bad things happen. You block up against the bridge, then that starts building up the water. The water goes up on the deck, and
Slug, how many times do I have to tell you? Do not spoil surprises. The P broke.
I would guess this sucker is going to flip here in about 15 seconds. Nope, they didn't show. Oh, ow. That'll leave a mark. All these little sailboats are fucked. Oh, Jesus. They might have died. Okay. I've seen this one. The important part of this one, oh man, that is really rough. This guy here, there's this big thing sticking out of the water here. Don't be distracted by this thing sticking out of the water here. This is not the problem in this picture. This is not the problem in this video. Oh, wait, what were the right read by nature? When you're wondering if the username High Tide Grifter is taken, I hope you were being super awesome and that was a take on High Plains Drifter. If it was, you're fucking awesome. If that's a play on High Plains Drifter, you win the internet today. But yeah, watch this again. This little thing here poking up out of the water is not this speedboater's main problem. What's over on the side over here is his main problem. Let's watch this guy make really, 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 really bad decisions. Boom. Oh, and you hate to see a $7-8-9 million yacht burn like that. But then again, it's funny because they have more money than I do. So I think it's funny when shit like that happens. Read by nature. Exactly what I was referring to. Awesome. You officially win the internet tonight with the High Plains Drifter reference. And I think I might win the internet too because I got it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Get back here. All right. Oh, I love this video. This is one of my faves. Bam, bam, bam. This is honestly one of my favorite goddamn videos on the internet. I just love watching these people being dickheads out on the water with their fast little boats, cruising around, trying to impress the super hot, big-titted chicks on the boat, and then bad shit happens. Now that is honest to God one of my favorite videos on the internet. I could watch that 1,000 times and never stop laughing. This guy, I love the bam, your captain is out of. Let's just watch that one more time because it's fucking hilarious. Just watch the guy at the controls get body slammed I mean, he doesn't even have a chance to flex an arm. He's just vertical and instantly horizontal. Oh God, I love that. Just wham, dude. Later. Oh fuck me, that's fine. Okay. Oops, there you go again. Later, dude. That's sad. Oh Jesus, that ain't something you want to see. That's bad for a lot of reasons. Let me tell you why this is bad. Settle in here and watch some badness happen. These container ships, as we talked about before, there are, I don't know how many containers to be on the ship. We'll call it, we'll say 1,000 containers on the ship. This is actually a pretty small ship. Each one of these containers has something in it. We don't know what's in it. It could literally be anything. It could be empty, actually. They could be taking an empty container from point A to point B. It could be full of tin cans that are worth nothing. Or it could be filled with super, super valuable, highly delicate electronic equipment or pieces of technology that could literally make any one of these containers worth potentially millions of dollars. And whatever is in any of these containers is likely damaged because it's all been thrown against the side. I mean, it's not unreasonable to have, if you have a major, especially they have these container vessels now that can carry 14 and 15,000 containers. When something goes wrong on those, you can potentially literally have damages in the hundreds of millions of dollars. And where do you file a lawsuit? Each one of these containers has a different owner, and it's likely the shipper is from one country.
Wait, hold. Jill, excuse me?
Receiver is from one country. The owner of the ship is from one country, is from country 3. They have a paper company set up in country 4. The ship is registered in country 5. The ship is rented out or leased or chartered to someone in country 6. The ship is going to country 7. It left from countries 8, 9, and 10. Where do you file the lawsuits? You can literally have lawsuits all over the damn world dealing with just the damage to the cargo here. It's insane how complex it gets when you get literally hundreds, if not thousands, of different people involved in a lawsuit. Well, that's the point. They're insured, but where do you file the insurance claims? and then the insurance companies, they go after whoever's responsible. So most and the lawsuits coming from this, I would say virtually all of them would be by the insurance company that insures the boat, that insures the cargo, that insures the containers. So you just have all these jurisdictions all over the damn place. This is a less than sue the ocean. In America, if we could sue the ocean, we probably would sue God for building the ocean. But yeah, this is a less than ideal situation that this ship is in. There you go. Okay. Did you see that thing? You saw that. These holds can be 30, 40 yards, 30, 40 meters deep. I mean, each one of these containers is 20 feet. So you're looking like 6 meters. And look how far they fall. And I've seen some pretty horrific accidents involving these containers. One case was, I mean, when they offload the thing, you saw in the previous videos, those of you that were here, when the ship hit the berth and it knocked over those gigantic cranes, those gantry cranes. Those gantry cranes will come in, they'll lower down into the cargo holds or on the deck, and they'll pick up the containers and move them to another location. I've seen cases where the gantry crane will pick up the cargo, move it off of the ship, and as it's moving along the pier, something will happen. The container will fall and pancake somebody standing under it. Yeah, I've seen accidents where
Is Valhalla here? What's happening? Why is everyone saying Val? Why are you saying Go Daddy? I don't see it. But if you are here, hello.
literally the victim was nothing but a smear on the bottom of a container or on the bottom of something heavy that was dropped from one of these cranes. Brutal. Later containers, bang. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Oof. That looks like, yeah, these ships in these waves are just insane. Yeah, these big bulk carriers. Yeah, see, Barbarian 75, I don't know what you do, but you say 30 metric tons is not a joke. That's how heavy we load our containers. So yeah, imagine 30 metric tons falling on somebody standing under it. I'm not joking when I say it's just a smear on the bottom of a container at that point. Miss Scooby says that legal advice is the law of the crashes based on the sea it's in or the country of origin of the ship. God, it's so case specific. I mean, it depends if it takes place on the open seas or if it takes place in the territorial waters of a country. And it also depends on what the accident is. Is it based on negligence? What say it takes place in a country's territorial waters, then that country's laws will decide which country's law applies. In a lot of places, if it's just a straight up negligence, like a tort claim, somebody fucked up and did something wrong, it's most common that the governing law will be the law of the place where the accident happened. That's the most common way of dealing with it. But each country has their own conflicts of laws. This is what happens when you have more than one law that could be applied. You look at the conflicts of laws, and that will tell you which country's law applies.
Speaking of conflicting laws, unfortunately, this is where I will have to end the video. Tomorrow, I'll continue this. Don't worry. I'll do this again tomorrow. maybe an hour later than I started today. Depends. I will timestamp this. We're at 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 47 seconds. So there you go. Move this here, move this here. We will continue, we'll finish this tomorrow, this video tomorrow, and we'll watch Maritime Monday number 3 as well. So we'll have an extra long video. Can we get a potato pig dog update sometime? Yep, I'll ask my uncle how they're doing, and then I will let you guys know. So, let's see. Let's see the progress today. So I've attached the front and another section of it to each other. And I also got this little piece, got the little endurance sign right there. So that's all I did today. So let me set up a quick redirect for you guys. Do, do, do. Oh, good morning, Rex. We are about to end. Let's see. Let's take you to. Oh, let's take you to Georgie. How about that? I see how it is kind of right and right as I show up. Yeah. Oh well. I'll send you to Georgie and Mr. Coop. Say hi to him for me. Thank you everyone for joining me in this beautiful episode of Building Legos again. Hope you guys have a beautiful morning, evening, night, wherever you are. Always stay lovely, stay beautiful. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Well, that's all for this stream, but it's been so sweet. Thanks for hanging with us, it's been a treat. We'll keep it warm, keep it real, take it slow. Catch you next time when the vibes are ready to flow. If you enjoyed the ride, give us a like, subscribe for the warmth. Come back whenever you like. Until then, take it easy, don't rush, don't hurry. I'll be here waiting, no need to worry. Vice, baby, always by your side. Stay cozy, stay calm, let the good times ride. Peace for now, but we'll meet again. Take care, my friend. Until then.